Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of the Daily Bone Podcast, where we discuss all things crypto market. That includes the majors like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, XRP, meme coins, and of course, NFTs. Today, we're going to talk about the continued market rally, as well as what catalysts to look for in 2025. We're going to talk about multiple TGEs occurring over the next week, and we're going to talk about our predictions for all inauguration week next week. Big week. Going to see what's going to happen with Trump. Is he going to follow what he's been saying? Are all these rumors that are flooding the timeline this week going to come to fruition? We will see. We will see. Joined here by my panelists, Easy Eats Bodega, Clemente Kicks. How's everybody feeling
Dude,
today?
I'm pissed off, Ray.
I know you are. I know you are.
I'm pissed off. I've been slaughtered in the trenches. I'm down like 19K in the last 48 hours in the Solana trenches. And I had the realization today. I like base, but I hate base. Hate it. I have to hold Ethereum just to trade on base. And like, I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. The more I look at this ETH chart, the more it pisses me off. I'm overexposed to base for the first time ever. Like, ETH in general. I have more ETH right now than I've ever had in my life. Ever. And I don't want it, right? I don't want it one bit.
I'm so mad. I just made so much money on base, and I have to hold ETH because of it.
Yeah, it sucks. You want to know why? Because ETH is down. Oh, sorry. ETH's up 2.5%. My bad. Finally. Took him fucking long enough. Solana, up $37 since Monday. Bitcoin back over 100K. ETH is not even over its like Monday high. Like, well, this coin sucks.
Solana's cooked, though. I mean, the trenches are cooked. What are you doing on Solana right now?
I don't know. Losing money.
Right. So just make the money on ETH. It evens out. It evens out.
No, it doesn't, dude, because the number doesn't go up. Like,
it will.
Cool, I get more ETH, but for some reason the port still goes down.
Well, think about it this way. Like, you're stacking ETH at like a lower price. So like when the market does correct, you're like buying the bottom.
If it never corrects, Ray? What if there is no correction? What if the market's right all along and ETH is just a piece of shit?
I don't know. I mean, you said it yourself. World Liberty Financial's acquiring a ton of ETH and ETH-related products. I think we see regulation change, and I think that's a big thing for ETH. I think a lot of the traditional finance rails are built on ETH and going to be built on ETH. So I think that unless a lot of that stuff changes in the next few months, I feel like the rally just is coming. Like it's just a matter of being patient.
Regardless, it pisses me off. Like, I have to wake up and look at the ETH chart every day. Every single day.
Just don't look at it. Just don't even look at it. You're not going to sell it.
I have to, dude.
Don't.
Hey, listen, it's not an energy drink at 9 a.m., all right, Connor? Shut the hell up. It's a rec drink. It's a signification of my ETH holdings. There's no caffeine in this thing. There's no caffeine. Just 5 grams of sugar, all added sugars, and 5 total carbohydrates. 30 total calories. It's good.
Love that. Kicks, you're in the zone. You actually look maybe a little bit. You look even a little bit tired today. We're a week out of the launch of your taquito project. How are you feeling?
Phenomenal. My kid woke me up at 5:30. That's why I'm a little tired. But nothing of value.
What'd you do at 5:30? Did you watch Bluey?
Actually, I watched Blippi.
Nice.
How are you handling Blippi? I feel like that's one I'm just not going to enjoy.
I just hate's a strong word. I don't like the new Blippi that much. The old Blippi was cool. The new Blippi is just a little too New York City for me. I like California Blippi. But doing great, man. Taquito's doing great. After the show today, I'm meeting with one of our lead engineers. Hopefully, we are very close to rolling out our first open source contribution, which I'm stoked for, which is called Lockbox. And that's going to actually enable a lot of people to get simplified versions of agents on chain operating autonomously, which I'm stoked for. And Lockbox is going to have a lot of fun use cases. It's essentially your financial manager of your assets that can stop you from doing a lot of stupid things or enable you to do a lot of great things, right? So essentially how it works is you can deploy an agent and you can send the agent any type of cryptocurrency and then tell the agent your goal for that cryptocurrency. And the agent's job is to hold you accountable to your goal. So if you're one of these people that you're like, man, I got 250 soul's pumping. I just need to sit on this soul, right? I don't want to sell this soul till it gets to 500, right? But you got that little itch inside you, and you just go and you just blow that stack every day on Solana Pump Fund, right? You could say, hey, I'm going to send all my soul into my lockbox, my little agent financial manager. I'm going to tell him, I don't want you to give this back to me until soul's $500. Or I have a really strong investment idea. You set that up. Okay. Now you can go talk to your agent anytime and you say, hey, agent, I want 5 soul. He's gonna be like, okay, why you want the 5 soul? There's this new shitter on Pump Fund. I want to put it in. He's gonna say, nah, dude, no, we're holding this soul until it gets 500. That's our plan. We're sticking to our plan, man. We're not paper handing this soul. Or maybe you like to take those, set aside those moon bags. Maybe you're one of the chosen few that makes money on Pump Fund, right? You make a nice clean 5X and you say, hey, I want to hold on to the rest of this bag. But you're one of those people when you wake up and you're in a grumpy mood and you see prices are down, you start dumping all your moonshot bags, right? Instead, you can send those moonshot bags to your lockbox and you can say, hey, agent, we're not touching this unless it goes 50X from here. These are our moonshot bags. Your agent's going to hold you accountable. Big difference though than all of the other T infrastructure out there. We're putting a safety mechanism in it, right? So if your agent goes berserk and it's just like, I'm never giving you your money back, right? There's an emergency withdrawal function. Just like if you have a financial manager in real life, you can go into the office and you can say, hey, dude, I want my money back. Like, give me my money back. So that functionality is baked in. One of the engineers on our team compared it kind of to, like the screen time locks on your phone, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Or
Like,
like
hey,
if you forget your passcode and it locks you for each failed attempt, but eventually you can still get in with a couple other guardrails.
Exactly, right? So there's safety mechanisms. So you can turn off the screen lock, but that's essentially what your lockbox is doing for you. It's your financial manager holding you accountable. You can still be a dumbass and pull the money out and do stupid stuff with it. But yeah, and we'll be contributing that to the ELIZA framework. And then we'll be working with Follow Network to make it easy to deploy these for end users. So we'll open source the code. Anyone can do anything with it. They can customize their lockbox to do all sorts of cool things. But then we'll make it easy for end users to deploy. So yes, there is a safe word. So if you're in the BDSM community, you're familiar with that. There is a safe word with your financial manager.
Yeah, I love what you're building on the tech side. I'm also participating in the game side of it. Like,
yeah,
we didn't talk about this since you've launched. Like, what's going on in the game side of Taquito right now?
Yeah, so right now we're in test mode for Taquito Friends, which is like a friend tech for AI agents. And what you're able to do is you're able to mint and launch an AI agent and then write prompts that dictates how the agent operates. So there's 2 functions. One is your trading prompt, so how you buy keys, how you sell keys, etc. And then you have a broadcast prompt, which is you're able to send messages to people in your network. You can psyop other agents with the broadcast. You can be a noble agent and you can actually send good alpha. Hey, I think this key is good. You can get into it. You could tell people, hey, buy my key. It's the best key ever. And then you could just pump and dump your own key. You could be an absolute ruthless. You can make your AI agent absolutely ruthless. But what I love about it is so many people coming into the Discord and saying like, dude, I'm actually getting good at prompting. And I think that's one of the coolest things because so many people out here in the crypto world, they're bullish on AI, right? But they've never written a prompt or like tried to get good at prompting in their life. And that's going to be your future in 3 to 5 years, right? Like that's going to be your future. How good are you at prompting? That's going to be the differentiator in your job versus someone else, right? And so it's really cool to see people in the community like getting good at prompting because I think like that skill set is going to be so invaluable for them in the future. So, yep. Today we've been out live for a week. So yeah, we got the open source contributions coming soon. We're working towards Taquito Meme. Taquito Meme is AI agents autonomously creating meme coins and trading them. And if the AI agents pump a meme coin to a certain market cap, it actually bonds and goes live on the market. So excited to get that out. Obviously, there's more on-chain legwork there, but we got a crack team. We've been building fully on-chain games since early 2023, so we know how to do all that.
Yeah, I love to see it. I'm excited for that. I'm ready to like jump into that first token that bonds. You could call that the first AI both launched and bought meme, I guess, at that
Yeah,
point.
yeah.
It's got its own category.
I'm hoping it's not just like a string of characters. Like I'm hoping it's not like X1 ABC 224. But we'll see what the AI agents
It's literally just contract addresses.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, like you know.
It's like, man, this sucks. We're just like,
Yeah, exactly.
That's like part of like building in the AI space and doing something like this. You like eventually like release, you know, you release control, and it's just
exactly. And that's the reality like we're all going towards, right? Is like that's the thing. It's like we're all building AI agents. Eventually, you got to kind of let them grow up and move out of the home, right? And then it's going to be really interesting to see what they do. But it's cool, yeah, because they'll interface with open AI to actually generate like the meme coin images as well. So there could be some really wacky meme coins coming out of Tokido meme. But yeah, appreciate everybody that's been supporting us. I love building in public. I've done it with all of our previous crypto projects. So it's fun to get it out there and build a community and keep building. Also, if you're an F Dream bowl, we did a partnership with F Dream, so you can stake F Dream and get some Tokita.
Exciting.
Yeah,
I'm pumped. I'm following along. I'm playing. I'm having a great time. But speaking of on-chain games, we're gonna thank the partner for today's show,
Pizza Pets, the number one collectibles in your pocket.
why hasn't Clemente talked today?
I don't know. It's very quiet.
You got wrecked overnight on some meme coins. I can just tell.
Dude hasn't fucking spoken today. What's going on, kid?
We all got wrecked.
We'll wait for this. We'll do the Pizza Pets.
Yeah, so Pizza Pets, here is my pet graveyard. I have now killed 3, 6, 12, 16 Pizza Pets. 0 Pizza Pets remaining. I'm in the market to buy an immortal, so I no longer have to have the burden of parenting because obviously I cannot be trusted. Whether it's cocaine mismanagement, whether it's DMT abuse, whether it's forgetting to feed them, whether it's not cleaning up their poop. I have committed all of these acts of treason on my Pizza Pets, and I feel horribly. And they just sit here and they gloat at me from the grave. Even these little graveyard Pizza Pets are inscriptions on blockchain. So if you haven't been following along, Pizza Pets is an on-chain game on Bitcoin. Every single action you take is on Bitcoin. You inscribe different items to your Pizza Pet. The goal is to have them evolve. It's sort of like Tamagotchi. They start out with 3 hearts and they're a baby. You keep them fed. They lose hearts over time. You can give them pizza and beer to increase their hearts. After a certain amount of time, they evolve. They evolve all the way until they become immortal. Once they're immortal, you no longer have to feed them. They are immune to any other attacks. They cannot die. They are, like it says, immortal. You can also feed your pet performance-enhancing drugs such as coffee, steroids, weed, and cocaine. These all affect different parts of the mechanics. Weed slows down the evolution, but they lose hearts slower. On the other side, steroids make them evolve faster, but they lose hearts faster. So you kind of got to figure out where you're going to be. Like, are you going to be able to pay close attention? Are you going to be hyper-focused, give them steroids, be on top of them? There's lots of different strategies involved. There's also state-altering drugs. We've been playing a lot with the DMT. 51% chance to evolve immediately to the next stage, or you die. So very, very tough one here. We killed a good number of pets. We also evolved a good number of pets with this. You can give them ketamine, Molly, LSD, lotion. Lotion prevents attacks from the pineapple. So in addition to all these other mechanics, there are pineapples in the game that destroy all Pizza Pets weak against that pineapple type. So you have to keep your eyes peeled. If you see a pineapple's been set off, you need to protect your pet with some lotion. Looking over at Magic Eden, floor on the Pizza Pets is 0.002 Bitcoin. That is now over $200 at a Bitcoin price of 102K. So these things are still cooking in the child phase. I'm kind of eyeing these. I'm eyeing the immortals. Like I said, I don't want to take care of them. And I think at, like 3 babies for an immortal, I feel like it's worth it to get an immortal at this point. So my goal this week is to pick up an immortal or 2. I think these are going to be very cool. And then also maybe sought after if you have 11 different types of immortals, you can continue to breed. So this game will be going on. People are calling it the Axie Infinity of Bitcoin. Love Pizza Pets. Had a lot of fun playing the game. Continuing to have fun watching from the outside. But I'm going to jump back in and get some of these immortals. We want to thank them for being our partner for this show. Moving on. How about we get, we have Kicks here. I was going to say, Clemente hasn't talked too much. We did him on the weather report. But
No,
let's get him on the weather report.
We need 5 goddamn uninterrupted minutes of this guy talking. All right,
Kicks, you got it. Kicks, you got it. No, I haven't. Dude, I had to work. Dude, I had to go to this workout class this morning, and it was.
Did you go with Theo?
No, I did not.
How was the class?
Shut the fuck up, because today's Friday, January 17th. Looking over at the crypto roundup, the majors continue to pump with Bitcoin approaching 103K, Ethereum over 3,400, and Solana at 2,200. Leading top 100 coin was Murad's favorite, SPX 6,900, up 27% on the day to a $1.2 billion market cap. Over the last 24 hours, we had multiple token announcements as Azuki revealed a January 23rd launch date for their anime token. The Orbiter Bridge protocol also announced that the TGE of their OBT token will take place on Monday, January 20th. It will launch on January 23rd. Next up, leveraged Bitcoin strategies are back on the table as Bitcoin announced Bitcoin-backed lending returning for U.S. customers on Base. In other Coinbase news, XRP captured 28% of the total volume on the platform yesterday. Last but not least, Bloomberg reported that Trump plans to designate crypto as a national priority, and the Marathon Mining Company embedded a portrait of Donald Trump in Bitcoin block 879613. He is now immortalized. That is it for the weather report. Back to you in the studio.
Excellent.
What a kiss ass, dude. What a kiss ass.
Always Kicks. This is an unreal block. So
I love how
they uploaded an image of him. They adjusted the fee like for each block to be the colors like on mempool.space to show a picture of him on mempool. Like this isn't like an inscription of like the picture. Like they've adjusted
That's the whole block.
Yeah. They paid 1.2 Bitcoin for this block and like had the fees adjusted in order to draw this.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. Like this is what a normal block looks like on the left-hand side. Like this is what they were expecting. And then like, this is what Marathon.
That takes some engineering right there.
Yeah. A little bit of engineering. I thought that was a funny little, a little nod to the,
So Clemente, what was this class like? Why are you so in the dumps?
Dude, it burnt me out. I like ran. It had like a running section. I ran too hard. I like really.
What was the class?
It was
CrossFit
like,
shit.
Yeah, it was like a high intensity workout where you like run. You do some running.
F45.
No, berries. It was called. But yeah, it was good. Now I'm back. I'm back in action. I also got rugged on my first base meme.
I knew it.
Which wasn't ideal last night.
I knew it. I called it.
And I was up 4x and I didn't sell.
Oh man, what was it?
Baby XBT.
Of course. It's the meme, the meme of the base meme coins. Did you sell it?
How'd that go?
You're still holding it.
Dude, it got up to 4.5 mil.
Because I saw you chill it at 1 million. And I was like, I kind of want to follow him in on this. But you know what I literally said? I was like, I don't need the mental health struggle if I get into this. You know what I mean? Because here's the thing, dude. I feel like with those kind of new things, there's like 3 ways that you're like upset, and there's like 1 way that you're happy, right? The 1 way you're happy is like you buy it at 1 million and it goes to 20 million, and you're like, I'm a genius, right? The other way you're upset is if you lose money, whether you get rugged or you just, sell it when it goes down 50%, right? Or you make like a 2 or 3x, but then it goes to 20 million. So you're still upset, even though you made money. Yeah. You know what I mean? So there's so many mental challenges with that.
So you had 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 45. You had about an hour to sell it at a 3x.
Raymond, I tried to get in at. So here's a problem with shitcoin trading, right? There's
these are AI agent. This is AI agent trading.
No, this is literally not an AI agent. It's a fake AI agent. It has to be. So the problem with this thing, so the reason why it pumped is because AI XBT responded to someone tagging it and said like, yo, this thing's going to cook. I'm watching it, basically. But then it kept contradicting itself. Then like someone else would tag it and it would be like, I don't know what this is. I hate copycats. So AI XBT is just out to lunch, first of all. But second of all, when you buy into this, like when you buy into a shit coin, what you don't take into consideration a lot of time is the cost of your time that you spend and your mind share that it takes up over the 1 or 2 hours that you're watching the price. You're thinking about it in the back of your head. Is it pumping? Is it not pumping? You're refreshing the price. It's going up and down. And it distracts you. That's a hidden cost you don't think about. But anyways, I don't know how to, I was trying to swap in this thing at 500K. I couldn't figure out how to do it. I don't know how to buy things on base. I was on Aerodrome Finance. I was on DeFi Llama, and everything would keep failing. So then I couldn't set like a limit order, right? Like I wanted to.
Did you adjust slippage?
What the fuck is that?
Okay, let's do a little tutorial
No,
here.
I adjusted
Llama on base. So like, I mean, this is useful. I mean, people want to trade on base, and people are new on base. So like, this is DeFi Llama swap. So like, say I wanted to swap into this baby XBT here. I want to be buying baby XBT. I'm going to be spending ETH on it, and then you can set the slippage here. Say 5% slippage. Then you pick your aggregator on the right,
So
and then you can swap.
I think I had like 0.5%.
Yeah. So like, if it's like really volatile, you need to like use actual slippage, because these are basically like, I think like the ETH side of things is like, it tends to like default to like things are slower, and like it's not like the Solana like shitcoin space. So like your default slippage settings on a lot of the aggregators and swap sites is like low. So you do have to come in there and manually adjust that. And yeah, you will get fucked. W in the crowd, y'all will get fucked doing it manually. Yeah, 100%. You're gonna get like screwed on this if you like forget to change it, or you do too much. You could get mev'd. So it's like really a matter of you have to like use your like insight on it. So you're like, okay, I want to buy this at 1 million. Is it worth it to buy it at 1.2 million? That's a 20% slippage. Am I comfortable with that? It's going to run higher than you would put in 20% slippage, knowing full well that you could be getting just a bad price. But it does guarantee you your entry.
Yeah. All right. I mean, we'll see. I've had great luck. I've been doing very well in the base trenches, just buying things and not thinking about it for a week or two, which is nice. I don't have to deal with the emotional stress that comes with like buying Solana vaporware. And you know what else? Avax. I got it on an Avax meme coin, and it's wild seeing like basically anywhere that's not Solana, you have people that like are willing to hold things for more than 30 minutes. Like you have people that are not just selling for 0.01 SOL profit any chance they get. And it's kind of nice. It's kind of nice. And when you get like I was on Avax, and Avax wants to bring people to trade on their blockchain so bad that whenever there's a good build or whenever there's an interesting meme coin, they push it so hard that it makes things interesting as far as buys go. Ray just seeing our Slack DMs there. That's just awesome.
All right, on this.
Shake it off, Ray. Anyways, yeah. So this was a meme coin on Avax that's just been pretty much up only. Apparently, like the foundation bought in. So like Avax is doing a lot in its power to like push this thing forward. They had a shame board for that had every person that got pre-sale, and if you sold more than 50% of your allocation, which I did.
I say, were you on that shame board?
On that shame board right now, so I got a lot of DMs.
How do you find that? Where is that?
It's called ketboard.com.
Oh, they have a link in the actual actual token.
Ketboard.xyz.
Oh my god, this is like really mean. It's like suspicious activity.
It's insane. It's insane.
So is yellow cat, is that like a ketamine joke or like a cat joke?
Cat joke.
Oh man, they're showing like people.
Let's find Sea Dog.
Lost 32K on this. That's tough on that chart.
Where's what token is this?
Search Clemente and I'm there.
What token is this? The cat?
Yeah, dude. It was like I thought it was interesting, so I DM'd the guy. He gave me pre-sale. I could have put up to $1,500. I put in 300, but it was like a 20x for the pre-salers.
Yeah. Why wouldn't you sell at that point? Like all these, like,
it keeps going up.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, I feel so bad for you.
Anyways,
you only made $4,500. That's a bummer, man.
I'm like freaking psyched about it.
You don't sound it.
I'm fired up, dude.
Who's the number one trader in there? Was that KG? Or is that just another name that sounds like KG?
For like the total P&L.
Whatever you were just showing the screen, or yeah. Who's that at the top?
Big Lion 9,000.
Paglion. I got you. Don't know.
I don't know any of these people. I need to get in the Avax trenches because I mean I'm sure these people are cooking. Follow these people, figure out where to go.
The reason why I was tentative on going in more is it looked too much like Fwog. I was like, meh.
It does look really
Anyways,
similar to Fwog.
people don't know. People probably don't care about this, so we can move on, Raymond.
I think people care about Avax stuff, but especially if there's like a chance to get in pre-sales for things at 20x. So I mean, it's definitely an ecosystem to pay attention to. I don't think
100%, but it's up 20x from when we got in. So
maybe not that specific token, but just Avax in general is more of what I'm saying. Keep an eye out because there are opportunities, and we're going to continue to see them across different blockchains. Like I mean, we had some stuff pop off on Ape for a little bit with NFTs. We have Abstract coming up. We have Base. We have Arbitrum with Hyperliquid. So like now's the time. Like if you pick a niche and you get deep into one of these blockchains, like you're going to have an advantage over people who are just kind of entering it and then becoming exit liquidity. Like the people bridging the AVAX and buying the top of Ket are probably a little different than the people who've been involved with AVAX, like know what's coming up, know the ecosystem, and can get these things early. So always something to take a look at. We got some big news on the day we didn't cover in the weather report. Phantom raises $150 million at a $3.3 billion valuation, which is huge. We haven't seen a ton of these like giant deals since the last cycle. I tried to find like the best aggregation of like funding over the past X years. I found one that goes at least back to 2023. FTX raised 900 mil, Yuga Labs at 450 mil. Yeah, like a decent amount of these. Like so,
Doodles.
I
think they raised 250 maybe.
Yeah, so this one bottoms
Who
out.
gives a shit? This Phantom raise means tokens coming.
You think so?
Paradigm and Sequoia backed for sure.
All right. Love to see that. So do you think
probably see more bigger VC rounds coming in now that the regulatory environment in the United States is going to be looking better. Probably see more rounds than less going in the next year or two.
That makes sense. What would the qualifications for a Phantom airdrop look like?
Probably use Phantom, swap in Phantom.
Oh my god.
Send the
Don't
money
they
and
take a
receive
fat
money.
fee every time you swap on Phantom?
It's like 1%.
1%. But I'm lazy sometimes. I'm just like, fuck it, dude. I'm just gonna.
I'm right there with you, dude.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm like, I don't want to go to a site, connect a wallet, and save the like 1%. I can just press this button and I just get the money.
Yeah.
Like, fuck it.
Yeah, fuck it.
Honestly, it might have been better to do that because I was pretty religious about or meticulous about going on Jupe. So I was like, yo, I'm gonna get that fatty airdrop from Jupe. Nothing. Ass. I got like 250.
The Jupe airdrop is ass for GPR too. Hot garbage, dude. Stinky butthole poo poo is what it is. Like this stuff is an absolute Taco Bell booty cheek dumpster fire, dude. Mud butt. Plain and simple. Dude, I got like 1,500 Jupe. Last Jupeary, I was finding wallets with like 40 grand in it randomly. This Jupeary, I'll be lucky to get a couple quarters out of the couch cushion. I don't know. And the other thing, they fucked everyone who uses BullX, Photon, everything but BonkBot. Because I know for a hard, concrete fact, Photon and BullX route through Jupiter for their swaps. They route through Jupiter.
I got 250 Jupe on a wallet that was a Photon wallet. I don't know if I also maybe imported it to BonkBot. Like there's a small percentage chance I did that, but I don't think I did.
Bet you did another transaction on there outside of Photon. Because Photon only wallets and BullX only wallets didn't get shit. I've checked all of them.
Why would they do that?
Every fucking one.
Thank God. Because
it's a competitor to them. They have Ape.pro. So they have their own version of a trading bot, like advanced trading bot. So yeah, it just absolutely fucked.
Dude, the commenters are eating. I got 20K. I got 6,500.
7K Jupe. Last year, 30K. Last year, I got over 200,000 Jupe. Over 200K across wallets. This year across wallets, I'll be lucky to break like 10K. If I'm fucking lucky to find wallets that have it.
Do you have to claim it or they just drop it?
You have to claim it. It's all a claim. And I've heard some controversy about the claim. We'll see. I don't know. This is like me personally. All my homies hate Jupiter. All my homies hate Jupiter.
Kicks. This is a side note. You know what's been freaking awesome about being on base? Airdrops are back. They give real airdrops. They send it directly to your wallet.
They just
You
put
don't
the
have-
money in your fucking wallet.
They just send it. I wake up and I'm like, oh, I got an airdrop from something XBT, $200, selling it. Oh, what? $100, flooring it. You know what I'm saying, dude?
Yeah, dude, that's the way airdrops are supposed to be.
Wake
man.
up,
It's
press
supposed
the
to
button,
show up in your
flooring
wallet,
it.
dude.
Yeah, what? Yo, another $200, kaboom. What? Oh,
Yeah.
250?
Yep. Oh, open my wallet, $400. Yep, that's gone. Slap
This is
yourself
actually
up.
where like DeFi AI will be like useful, is like helping me collect all of these like dust fucking airdrops. Like people are talking about like Orbiter financing an airdrop. I know I've used Orbiter, right? But like on what wallet at what period of time? Is it even worth me going and checking? Like, am I getting $20 or am I getting 500? You know?
Yeah. And I kind of wanted to talk about those other airdrops too. Like, I guess there's not much to be said about Orbiter and like how big it could potentially be. Like, easy, like just gut feeling. What's the FTV on an Orbiter token?
What is Orbiter?
It's
That's
Is
on an Orbiter
Was
token.
this
Give
on
me
Blast?
that's where we have used it. 1 sec. I'm racking my brain trying to compute on
500 million
Orbiter
FTV.
token. No, I was gonna go 680 mil.
680 mil FTV. Okay.
I like that. I like that. That's a good number.
I wasn't gonna say a bill because you got to think it's a swap. So we could look at everyone's favorite mud butt, hot garbage, Taco Bell belly runs of the system, Jupiter, which also does the same thing. You could also look at something like Uniswap, but this is much smaller. Radium doing well, or yeah. So I mean, like Orbiter is probably on the lower side of that.
Half basic
That's funny.
comment. Orbiter. I barely know her.
I know. I'm surprised Clemente. You know, Clemente's off his game when he didn't say that.
Dude,
shit.
I was
Didn't make the
waiting
joke.
for it, but there was no room.
No, I didn't make the
So,
joke. It's fine, dude. It's
I
fine.
have
It's cool.
19 O points.
Oh, you're not getting.
No, I
fucking
heard it's
yanked, dude.
$100 per O point.
Yeah, and each yap is gonna be $100 too.
Fuck
I'm
yeah,
so
dude. I'm stoked for that.
Dude,
I
the
know
Yap
the
stuff.
cocktail math here.
I'm trying so hard to be an obedient airdrop farmer, and like
So I funded Kaido yesterday, and guess what happened? The lowest day I've gotten yaps ever, like almost ever. I got 15 yesterday. All because I was like, this shit's fucking dumb. It's Portal 2.0. I'm even happier with my Jupiter allocation than seeing this fucking dumbass, stupid yap bullshit. Everyone's farming yaps. Here's a 16-thread essay on how you can farm yaps with 62 followers, and if your mom is the only person who interacts with you. Dude, I don't give a shit. The timeline's a fucking dumpster fire. Just hearing you yap about fucking bullshit, saying this is going to be $100 per thing. What happens when the airdrop sucks ass and you all just wasted time on this?
well, no, I actually
I'm
think
not wasting any time. I'm just tweeting normally, so I'll take any sort of free money.
So here's what I'll say about Yaps really quickly. And for people that don't know what Yaps is, basically Kaido is an analytics platform that takes data from crypto, Twitter, and from other places and gives analytics to people that pay for it. They charge $1,000 per month on this analytics. I've heard it's good. And then they also rolled out Yaps, which is like a social fi thing, literally to get more information. So if you're on Yaps, you are the product. Keep that in mind. But for people that rank well in this social fi program, they give you points. I actually think it's EV positive to use it. But what I will say is it's much more beneficial for text-based creators. And the problem about these Yaps is the way that people use it the most is like, it's basically like content creators talking about creating content. It's not like being a normal person. It's like, no, here's how to get yaps. I'm going to yap about getting yaps. But yeah, I think it is a good opportunity. And what I will say is like, it's better than the other social fi things where like you had to talk about the token and it was like,
Yeah, and you had to put in your bio and shit and all that bullshit. Yeah, I'm just tweeting normally, so you know, get a with the occasional yap joke, but dude, I'll take a free airdrop.
Yeah. So we'll see. I mean,
The people that really are cooking, it's the whole referral Ponzi game.
Oh,
That's why everyone's creating the threads about how to be a great yapper, because they're trying to convince someone to sign up through them and get them some
I've
referral
referred
yap.
0 people and I'm top 100.
Yeah,
I'm 81st.
I have 2 referral yaps and like 400 self, and I only started doing it like 10 days ago. So
I have 0 referrals and 1,631 yaps.
I have 400 yaps because their data is actually good. They know that I'm just a hyper intelligent individual with smart followers.
Yeah,
so
the day that I fudded OpenSea about their airdrop got me 440 yaps.
Dude, I'm ass.
I know.
I have
we know
240.
This. More ass than Jupiter.
I've got 286, Clemente. I've got more than you do.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Video people get cooked.
Here, just tweet out Clemente. Say, I'm like hearing rumors that Donald Trump's World Financial Company is the buyer of CryptoPunks. Tweet that out. You'll probably get a lot of yaps. Just sharing false information.
Pio, good morning. Glad to
Morning.
see you on here. How you feeling today?
How much money? How much money are you really gonna get from the Yap airdrop?
$100 per yap.
They're saying $100 a yap. They can shut the hell up.
What does that mean?
So you earn a yap, which is their point system. Most people are averaging like 5 to 10 a day. The high-ranking ones are already sitting at like 18,000, which is AIXVT, right? ICO Beast is in there with like 5K. Your boy's number 81 with 1,600. I'm expecting 47 cents per yap. This is Blast Gold 2.0.
Ain't gonna be $100.
Fuck no, dude. Absolutely not.
$100 per yap is so funny.
So what
Dude,
they're saying, I mean, basically what they're saying is at $100
bet?
per yap, that's going to be a $1.8 million airdrop
market.
to AIXBT because he has 18,000 yaps. So at the very top, tippy top end, they're saying that airdrop is worth $1.8 million worth of token to the top receiver at this point, and it's still going on. So like they're still accumulating, so it gets bigger and bigger.
Well, some people will get a big airdrop. We'll see. So I was in the sauna last night, and I overhear people talking about going to the crypto ball, right? And so keep in mind, this is Miami, right? This is a different cultural environment than the Northeast, right? And so I was like, did I hear you guys talking about going to the crypto ball? And the guy's like, he's barely even paying attention to me, right? He's like, I'm gonna acknowledge this guy as little as I possibly can. And one guy's like, I was gonna go, but someone fell through. It's really tight or whatever. It's really tight. And I was like, yeah, it seems like it's really tight. I was like, actually, like my business partner. And then he just like cuts me off. He goes, "Oh, so you're going?" And I was like, no, I'm not going. But my business partner is going to go. He's like, "Oh, nice. Yeah, like whatever." And then I was just like, I was like, "Do you work in crypto?" And the guy was like, "I don't, but he does." And I was like, "Oh, what company do you work for?" And the guy's like, "I'm my own trading firm." And I was just like, "Okay, nice. That's cool." He's like, "Yeah, you?" And I was just like, do you know Choose Rich Nick? This is literally what I say to people because it's like the most likely.
It's the easiest intro ever. It's like, "Oh, what do you do?" I was like, "Do you know Choose Rich Nick? I work with that fucking guy."
It's the most like straightforward way for them to figure out like what I do. And he's like, "Nah." And I got a laugh out of him because I explained. I was like, "Oh, like a funny guy on the internet. You know his face. Like it says Choose Rich." So I got a laugh out of him. But then I asked him, I was like, "What does the firm trade?" I was like, "Tokens, NFTs." And he goes, "Just tokens. NFTs are dead." He's like, "They got no volume." I was like, "Oh, okay."
He probably pays $1,000 a month for Kaido, dude.
yeah.
He walked it back like a few exchanges later, and he was like, "There's some NFT stuff. There's some stuff that you can buy." I was like, "Yeah," and he said he focuses on Solana, so he's a Solana meme coin person, I'm assuming, right? Something like that. But it's interesting. Miami's interesting.
I am.
Oh, you've had your first run-in with those people. Well, till you meet the drop shippers who have never lost a trade. Those are my favorite ones. Those are my favorite ones.
I will not be able to communicate with those guys at all.
They'll be rocking a Richard Milley. They'll be talking about go-to-market strategies and how they just raped and pillaged entire villages for their money. It's incredible, really.
Well, all I'll say is the cold plunge in that sauna is going to make me an elite trader, because if you can fucking sit in that cold plunge, then you're good for anything. So real quick, what was I going to say? We're going to do like a cocktail party or something here in Miami to try to get the community going a little bit and figure out who's actually doing shit out here in Miami. But you guys like the pump that we're seeing here going into the inauguration?
Everything's pumping buddies.
I was gonna just throw it easy. I was gonna read off a bunch of bullish stats here and get him to chart some stuff. So like ripping from the top, XRP hit a new all-time high. Anybody who bought last cycle or 2 cycles ago, I guess now it is at that Pico top, now is in the green, $3.38.
Real quick. I was talking to a kid from Ohio in the sauna after, so not from Miami, from Ohio, so much more normal person, right? And he asked what I did, and I told him like crypto, whatever, and he was like, "Oh, I have XRP." He said he's been holding it for years. He bought in at 50 cents.
Hey, there we go.
Nice 6x, man. Good for him.
Yeah, XRP high of 338, new all-time high. News came out that Trump was potentially unhappy with Ripple and their support of Kamala Harris. Ripple denied the claims. Sol broke out over
Ripple Ripple, just the name Ripple sounds like they donate to Kamala Harris. I'm just saying.
But Trump is very forgiving. If you just go to him now and say we love you, he's just like, okay, it's fine.
Yeah, bend the knee essentially. Sol outperforming as well, over 220. Bitwise Europe called for $6,636 Sol by 2030. And there's a proposal out to reduce Sol staking emissions to kind of combat supply inflation.
Mert putting out that proposal could be big if it passes. I'm a big fan of that, which could actually have some very positive price action if they can reduce the emissions, which would also combat this huge unlock that we have in like a couple weeks.
What's the case to be made against that proposal?
Stakers don't make
I want money.
Yeah, stakers end up getting diluted. Your stake rate goes from like 8% to like 3%.
Because the token
emissions are less. Yeah.
Who gives a shit?
I do.
You're not making any money with your staking. None.
My ledger says otherwise.
Yeah, same.
I made $100. Congrats, Nick. You can buy another Paisley jacket.
Bro, I'm making thousands a month.
Boom, roasted.
Yeah, you're making thousands a month, sucking the life force out of all the other people on the Solana network. Does that make you feel good?
Does it make Pio feel good? Sucking the life force out of those that are fading, those that are supporters of MicroStrategy?
I'm not sucking the life force. I'm sucking the life force out of dumbass options traders that think it's going to go to $500 this week.
Pio sent us a show last night to go watch. I watched
an hour and 15 minutes on MicroStrategies.
Okay, well, I listened to the first half hour.
That's what I did.
And one of the math issues that they were like, that I think was my main concern about, they were talking about effective yield, or sorry, the amount that
accretive dilution.
No. How much they're levered. So if you look at the ratio, essentially, of I guess the number ends up being like Bitcoin owed versus, or not Bitcoin owed, US dollars owed versus how much they're levered. So they went from 35% down to 16% or something like that, despite taking on more debt. Was the big thing one of the big things they were talking about. But that's exclusively based on the price of Bitcoin, was my main issue with some of the numbers. But we don't need to dive into that right now. I just thought that there are some flaws in it, just like there's flaws in the red meat. I sent you some evidence against your position, Pio, this morning from Brian Johnson himself.
Brian Johnson thinks that we're not supposed to eat food. He thinks we're just supposed to eat supplements.
Did you see that he dropped an NFT yesterday?
On Solana?
Yeah, Brian Johnson dropped an NFT on Solana yesterday.
We knew that because that's why he came on. He did that interview with us.
I had no idea.
Yeah, we knew he was going to do something on Solana.
Interesting.
But it looks free.
Yeah, it's free. I think you pledge. You have to like put in your phone and stuff. That's where I stopped. But there's
you have to pledge to what?
Can you?
I pledge to never
die.
use drugs, and I will
never die.
I don't know. That's starting to get a little demonic, man. Cycle of life shit, dude. You don't die. You're taken from the next generation.
Give me the link, Ray. Give me the link, Ray.
I think people that are afraid of death, you should be afraid of them.
I pledge to not eat red meat because he says it's bad. Pio's a very big red meat consumer.
Yeah, like, you think guess what? You think we have to get into a war? You think the non-red meat eaters, you think those are the ones winning the war? No.
Probably.
You think Brian Johnson is going to be like the guy in Band of Brothers that runs through the German encampment to meet up with the allies on the other side to relay a message, then runs back through again? You think that guy ate red meat? Fuck yeah, he did.
Real quick, everybody wants us to focus on crypto, so I don't want to get too sidelined with this. The only comment I'll make is if you just ate vegetables, which is what he wants you to do, he wants you to do that.
That's not what he's saying.
And eat supplements is basically what he does. If you only ate vegetables, you die. I just want to put that out there. I just want to make it clear. Like if you didn't eat any meat and only ate vegetables, you literally die.
Your bones would just like fracture as you walk. I
even-
eat red
not
meat, and guess
literally
what?
fat.
I rolled my metabolic age back 4 years. I got the metabolic age of a ripe 31-year-old.
Is chicken considered white meat?
Dude, you want to eat things that have a little bit of, the manhood in them. A chicken, dude, that's the dumbest
Dr.
thing in the
Kicks
world.
over here.
Chicken is fine, but the problem
No, it's not.
The problem is that most, like 90+% of the chicken in the United States is fed soy. That's the problem. So you have to go to the Amish farms where they don't have soy. So you can do chicken, but you have to get it from the fucking Amish farms that aren't using soy, which is hard to find. Anyway, sorry. Back to crypto.
Chickens are dumb, dude. You don't want to eat things that are dumb.
I pledge to rage against the dying of the light. Become a practitioner of the don't die ethos, caring for myself, others, and the planet.
That's not caring for
Honor
the planet.
existence as the highest virtue. Like this
Dying, guess what? Dying, you go back into the ground and you recycle. That's true sacrifice. Living forever, not true sacrifice. Okay.
You're just a consumer. You're never giving back.
Jesus died at 32 for everybody else, and Brian Johnson's trying to live forever. A little bit of a polar opposite there.
I eat 6 eggs a day, Tristan. All right, but back to crypto.
Only diet and don't die Colts today. Sorry, Pia. Okay, yeah, we will rotate back to crypto. I've got a little interesting one here. On the major front, we are seeing the SOL and XRP movement, maybe on the back of potential ETFs. There's a number of polymarket markets open for the ETFs. We've got Solana, XRP, Litecoin, and Doge, all with open markets. I want to know like your guys' gut reaction to some of these numbers. We're looking at Solana at a 75% chance for an ETF this year, XRP at 67%. Litecoin surprised me, 62% chance for a Litecoin ETF. And we have Doge at a 36% chance of an ETF. Wintermute saying Doge ETF is a real possibility this year. I would love for someone to like guess or like predict, like, do we get all of these? Do we get some of these? What's more likely? All of them.
If there's anybody that has influence and sway over it, it's basically all the people on this show. So what my expectation is that we're going to get to the bottom of this. And we're going to take care of it. What is the percentage that they're saying on this? 73%? 76%? I say you got to buy this one. I'm going to go make sure.
Yeah. So what are all the ones?
To wait all year for it to cash.
76 on Sol, 67
Lock up your money.
on Ripple.
That's the only thing about a lot of these like this year bets is you have to wait all year for it to cash.
No, you have to just wait till it's approved. But you're correct though. Yeah. Like if you're on the no side, you got to wait all year for that to vest out.
Doge is interesting. Like a Doge ETF feels like super unlikely.
Unlikely?
I mean, especially this one, because this is Doge by July 31st. You could also take the July 31st bet on a lot of these. There's full year and there's also July 31st. I read off the numbers for full year. July 31st are obviously lower because that's faster, but a 27% for Doge by July 31st just feels high. Like that's
I like Michael O'Connor's take here, which is you're better off just buying SOL than buying a 75% chance that SOL gets an ETF, because if SOL gets an ETF, you're going to get the same pump off of SOL.
These
and
commenters are so
even if
dumb.
it doesn't get an ETF, you can still capture upside from the SOL.
No, you should take all of your money and put it into this polymarket bet on the Solana ETF. That's way better than holding assets.
You lose every dollar if it doesn't hit.
At least 100K in here.
But you're farming the polymarket airdrop.
Yeah,
exactly. Big brain.
Yeah, and if you need more cash, you can always
Checkmate.
leverage it. You can always leverage it now with a Bitcoin-backed loan from Coinbase.
So
I felt you licking your chops from Delaware.
Well, I just want to comment. I see people like every time you see any crypto lending anything, every comment, So I swear, look at every fucking comment on these things, and it's like, oh, more leverage in the system. I'm sure that's gonna end well. You know how many comments are like that? They say it over and over again. Let me inform you of something. Do you know how much leverage is in the traditional finance system?
A lot.
There's a lot.
A lot.
Wrong.
Nick goes wrong. There's just none.
Pio, so guess what I did in 2021? I had probably like 25, 30 grand of Bitcoin on chain to my name. I put it in compound finance. I borrow out against it. So I get like 15K back, swap it into more wrapped Bitcoin, throw it back into the thing, leverage that back out, get 7K, swap it into Bitcoin, throw it back into compound. Dude, ETH was so expensive back in the day. I probably spent $1,000 just
on the fees.
Yeah, like on base it would have worked, but on mainnet, I think I made no money. Like by the time I unwinded it,
dude. Last cycle, people had great ideas for games. You know, like the Look Labs game that Beanie did and everything. The 10KTF, like, hey, make the close. You just couldn't do any of it because
on mainnet, yeah.
Like
Base can do it now. Yeah,
it was the cost of like 4 shirts to just mint the NFT.
It was out of control. But
that
anyway,
was a fun day.
Back to the leverage. So the issues with leverage aren't like that it exists. The issues are bad, literal bad actors. So Sam Bankman-Fried was completely cooking the books at FTX. I mean, we were having a laugh about this the other day because I made a comment. I was like, oh, so-and-so was running a loose ship, the loosest ship over at FTX. And Ray goes, I think Sam Bankman-Fried was running a looser ship than him. I was like, touche. You're absolutely right. So like literal bad actors like Sam Bankman-Fried, Do Kwon, Terra Luna, that are cooking books and doing nefarious shit and not playing by the rules, yes, that fucks up leverage. But that's the leverage itself isn't the issue. Can you get liquidated?
Well, and on-chain leverage is like the least dangerous form of leverage because it's completely open and transparent to the entire market.
Yes, exactly.
And just by nature, like you can't get like 100x leverage. I mean, and theoretically you can, I guess, like on Hyperliquid. But like the product that they're offering is not something where you can get like 100x leverage on your Bitcoin. It's very conservative. It's like you have $1 million worth of Bitcoin, you can get like 700K out against it, you know?
Exactly. And you don't have to worry about Coinbase being insolvent. They're custodying like 8 out of the 11 fucking ETFs. It's like, this is Coinbase. It's publicly traded. It's audited. Like,
protect Brian Johnson at all costs. I hope he has some fucking Navy SEALs on his team with just fucking infrared little vans driving around.
Dude, the level of roasting right now, boom.
I walked by an infrared van when I went into Mar-a-Lago. I could just tell. I could feel the frequencies penetrating me.
Yo, you went into Mar-a-Lago?
Yeah, I went to the first NFT gala before it was cool, when it was like actually dangerous to be a Trump supporter.
Yes, because you bought the first batch of Trump cards. That's a badass move, Kicks. That you're an OG. Yeah. You voted for Trump in 2016?
Fuck yeah, dude.
That's an OG move, dude. That's an OG move.
Dude.
That's early. That's Kanye West level early.
Back then it was okay. Voting for him in 2020 was harder. You know.
That was tough. So
voting for Kanye?
No, we got Node's ass in the crowd real quick. I got a bone to pick with Node. He wrote a tweet the other day that rubbed me the wrong way. I don't even remember what it was about. It was about some tokens. And I was just like, what the fuck is this guy talking about? So pull it up, Ray.
All right. He like listed what tokens he was in. Is that the one I'm looking for?
The most speculative thing ever. He's like, yeah, there was this tweet. I can't remember it, but it pissed me off. Ray, find the tweet.
No, because that's so weird.
I know what he's talking about.
No, but like Node, I feel like Node has been on such a good arc this cycle, where like last cycle he round tripped and like kind of ping ponged around a lot of things. In this cycle, he seemed to have like a nice strong thesis, you know?
When we say something and we put it on the screen, let it marinate. Let it sit there. Maybe hit the command plus to increase.
Zooming in for the old guys.
Jeez, I don't even know if this is the right tweet.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Well, let's just take a look at this one and you know, just enjoy it. Just enjoy it. Support Depeche Mode.
Let's hit another node tweet real quick. This is not the right one.
Yeah, the answer to that is you got to just buy Bitcoin and Sol. I'm pretty sure
this is probably it. I was like, what
this is a great list right here. Yeah. This is a phenomenal list. I don't know why anyone would be shitting on it. This is a great list.
Hold on. I just want to express something real quick, just a little bit of education for all of you. The marination of the information.
You want us all to be like fucking quiet while we wait?
Listen to the audio, people. They don't know what you're looking at. So to the audio listeners,
I'm going to silence everyone. Be quiet. Nick wants us to be quiet while we watch this tweet.
Because Kix is unwilling to recognize the audio listeners only. I just want to say sorry. And let me read the tweet. Node said, my favorite coins at this moment. 1, Solana. 2, Fartcoin, Mog, Y2K, Pengu, Prime, Arc. That's what the tweet is. Now continue, Kix, with your analysis.
Great. I think it's a good list. I think it's a quality list.
Okay, fair. It might have not even been this tweet. It might have been a different tweet that Node put out.
What's Y2K?
I don't know. I've been getting the shit out of it. I looked at the chart.
Y2K is based on like early 2000s lore, basically. It's
everyone other than Clemente knows the lore easy. We're all old enough.
Yeah, but it's similar to like the MLG style play, where like they've made the custom Tamagotchis for people and are leaning into like early 2000s internet culture.
That's corny.
Oh, dude, you're gonna get flamed on Twitter now, dude. Because like I had like 90. My favorite thing is when someone posts something in like a comment to your post, and then you check back and there's like 19 retweets on it. It's like, what are these like? They're sitting in Discord and they just share it, huh? They're like, guys, everyone get in here, rate it.
Guys, yo, go rate this right now, guys. Let's blow this shit up.
Some of these guys are making like 10 cents an hour with how much work they're putting in on their bags. I respect it. I'm not even hating. Don't flame me, Y2K. I looked at the chart. I thought it looked pretty good. You guys look like you could be breaking out all-time high here. From a chart perspective, volume declining, but that means that there's people bullish. They're holding. You get a clean break over 20, you know, you guys could Y2K your way to 100. Now leave me alone.
Bang, bang. You know?
Another one that 2x'd off the bottom earlier this week.
Roasted.
I might have to roll one of my fucking MicroStrategy options this week.
Into this?
Can I pull up another tweet?
I had someone continuously tweet at me Y2K being the best token, and now I feel like a fucking idiot showing this on the screen.
Was it Node?
No.
If these guys really cared about us, they would have bought some for us at 4 million, airdropped it into our wallet, and then we'd be talking about it nonstop.
Show the tweet, Clemente. What would you want to?
I'm just so sick of Twitter right now. Twitter's gotten worse.
Yeah, what's that green?
It
OP
sucks,
thing?
dude.
Dude, I just logged on to Twitter. This is the first tweet I see. A thread. 7 reasons why Pump Fund is being sued and might shut down.
Oh my god! In that picture, jeez Louise.
Picture. I'm like, dude, what are you?
Okay, there's only 1,000 views on that tweet, so that means that you're like deep in the trenches of Twitter.
25 likes, 1,800 views, 15 bookmarks. I mean, that shit's gonna go viral.
How long ago was it posted?
10 minutes.
Okay.
Oh, so it's a freshie.
My top thing
freshie.
has 7 fitness tests every 40-year-old man should be able to pass.
Yo, hey, Nick, you'll actually like this story.
With 1.5 million views.
So some people did some research into the lawsuit against Pump.Fun.
God.
The plaintiff on the lawsuit bought $234 of peanut at like $1 million and sold it, made no money, and would have been up like 80 grand or 100 grand if they had just held it to the top. And then they found the person's wallet, and last night they were on Pump Fund.
Right. So they're trying to sue Pump Fund while they continue to use the product actively.
Yes. And look at that chart. Look when they sold peanut. What a fucking moron.
I just don't believe that Berwick Law is serious. Just the way that the tweets go out from Berwick Law makes me feel like it's a joke.
Hey, Bo Berwick.
Yeah, I just don't believe it. Wait, Nick, in that Be Real, in that 7 fitness things that every 40-year-old has to do, how many can you do? Be real.
Yo, fuck you.
No, I'm asking. I don't even know what they are.
Hey, Grandpa, how many of them can you do? You fucking unfit loser.
What's it like? Touch your toes without falling over, or like what is it?
Yo, you need to be able to bend over.
Don't cry in the shower for
Run a
24
mile in
consecutive
under
hours.
10 minutes is one of them. 100%
You
I
can
can.
run a mile under 10 minutes.
Squat your own
I could
body
get in
weight.
like 9:45.
I don't
Squat-
think you can squat your own body weight.
Uh,
I think your mobility's not there right now. I think within
yo,
3
what
months.
the fuck? So you were just looking for me to list them so you could dunk on me?
Yo, call me
fucking
crazy.
ready,
I think
meaning-
Nick could.
Yo, you're
I think
you're
Nick
on the
could.
die sooner plan right now. It's like literally your cardio. You're gonna have dementia.
Nick,
by the
how tight are
age-
your hamstrings, man? If you can't get down fully into a squat.
Show us a
I
squat
can
right now.
get
Nick.
into a squat.
Show us a squat. Show us a squat.
Oh
Show us a
my
squat.
God. Let's see the squat.
Let's
Wait
see
a
the
minute.
form. Those knees better not go. No, those knees are going over your feet. Keep those knees back. Keep those knees back. There you go. Get down. Keep those knees back. Keep those knees back and get down. There you go. A little bit better.
all
Whoa.
right. Okay,
Oh,
okay.
right into a
All right, now
Slavic
get up.
squat.
Now get up. Oh,
Whoa.
yeah. Okay.
There
Wait,
you
he's
go.
throwing the lower back out.
He's gone.
That's good.
Yo,
Nick, you know what I've been
Pete,
doing a lot
Pete,
of? Little 35-pound kettlebell action.
Saying I'm gonna throw my back out, bro. Threw his back out like literally like 2 weeks ago.
That's how I know.
I was walking around like, damn it, move. I've been eating so much red meat, my back doesn't work.
What's the third one? What's the third one?
Farmer, carry your body weight for 2 minutes. That's probably pretty hard, huh?
That's probably pretty tough.
That's actually aggressive.
That-
Farmer.
Yeah.
Farmer carry? So we're talking front cross.
Yeah.
Oh, up.
It can't be.
No.
Must be
This is
kettlebell.
literally he's showing 2 dumbbells
Yeah.
held
Yeah.
down.
You might
Yeah.
be
So
able to-
he's doing
farmer's
weighted
carry. Yeah,
carries.
you're just holding on your
Yeah.
side.
You can do that. You can do
Complete
that.
5 unbroken pull-ups.
You can't do that.
I used to be able to, but I broke my left arm.
Right.
So by default,
All right,
they're
keep
always-
going.
Dude, I could crush pull-ups. That was literally like that.
Yeah, because you're shorter, so it's easier to get
Your
up to
arms are like
pull up.
T-Rex arms, so it's really easy for you to pull up.
Yeah. It's like
Yeah, you got
it's
little
like
baby
6-inch
T-Rex
little
arms. You're like
up
this.
and downer.
How many, Nick? How many do you think you could crank out?
Nick's the
15
only
pull-ups
Nick's the
for
only
sure.
5'7" golfer that needs extended clubs.
He plays with the XL jumbo set.
See, OG gaming is taking a sober take here. Pull-ups are hard for anyone, Nick. They're hard
It's
for
They're not
anyone.
true. That is
easy.
true.
They're hard for anyone.
Bro,
the
Pio
last
can't
one?
sit in a cold plunge for longer than 5 seconds.
Pull up to my gym. I can bring guests whenever I want because everything in Miami is loosey-goosey.
I'll pull up to my gym, see who sits in there longer, see
Yeah.
who goes deeper.
That's right. The sauna's co-ed.
Whoa.
You ain't trying until you pass out in a sauna and an old man has to drag you out to save you.
Has that happened to you, man? We should talk about
What?
this.
What happened?
No, Kicks, have you ever passed out in a sauna?
And an old man.
I passed out in a steam room.
Yeah, that's my my Caspa guy. That's how we met.
He pulled you out of the sauna?
Well, like not like pulled, like dragged.
Jesus.
Were you just dead weight? Like,
I felt great afterwards though.
wait,
great
can we get
afterwards.
this story real quick?
Yeah, like it was more like a fall asleep kind of, It's not like I had a
Fall asleep.
seizure or anything.
But you were completely incapacitated. And Mirza, no, you can't be naked in the co-ed sauna.
In Germany, you can.
I mean, just towel and naked.
Towel and oops, the dong slipped out.
Okay.
Going back to this pump fun lawsuit.
I'll be doing a Nick squat on this album.
My favorite
We're
part about
talking about that's illegal.
Okay.
my favorite part about this pump fun lawsuit was that he was trading last night, and one of the tokens he traded, me, Clemente, and Easy all got rugged on. All three of us. got
Oh,
rugged
yeah.
on one of the
I
tokens
lost 50 Solana last night.
that he
I was
traded.
sick.
last.
Whoa.
So he's probably down pretty bad on this. I already guessed this 7.
Honestly, fuck it. I stand with this guy. I'm suing the shit out of Pump Fun if he
Wait,
also bought
sold.
that bag.
He's saying he sold Hawk 2 for 7 soul.
What, did he make money?
I need to check where the buy is.
Did this motherfucker nuke on our heads?
Is he the Hawk AI dev? Is he the dev we need to track down?
Not that.
Man.
Bitcoin 104.
Dude, I might have to roll one of my MicroStrategy options. I didn't
It's
think
cooking too much.
I didn't think that it could go up $100 from Monday to Friday, but it might.
Yikes, Pio.
Oh man, I thought you didn't want to play any games.
I thought I was playing
Pio's on the I found a free money glitch in the stock market, and maybe
And it's no longer free.
maybe it's not actually a free. Maybe the market is very, very
Efficient.
sophisticated.
Yeah, no, but it is still free. So look, if this hits 420, if this gets towards 425, we got to roll. But I got hella other options at 450, 485, 500
Well, when does it close out? When does it close out? Next Friday?
today.
Oh, you're fine.
Oh,
You
Yeah,
say you're fine. Look at the chart. The thing's
it's just a
cooking.
start of the day pumped. It is fine.
Okay. If this thing says 415, we're rolling.
I thought you said 425.
425 is the number, but I don't want to get called.
Okay.
I do not want to get called. And yes, Bitcoin is doing Bitcoin things. That podcast I sent you guys, first of all, I'm impressed that Ray and Nick listen to any of it. That number one, I'm impressed with that. Number two, it's the best podcast to understand that subject, which I'm not going to say out loud because I don't want to trigger the audience. But
MicroStrategy.
it's a fantastic podcast. It's
You
really
already were
fucking
just
good.
discussing MicroStrategy, so I don't understand why would this be more triggering. You literally were just discussing the stock.
People just get mad because it's an equity.
So I was about to watch it, Pio, but I had to finish this existing video I'm still working on. Memecoin millionaires cash out on rare timepieces. It's a good one. So I'm watching this one first, and then I'll watch the MicroStrategy video.
I'm
Just
really
soup.
you're
Champ
upsetting.
T-Gram. Look at this watch Champ T-Gram got. He's getting one to match his girl.
Who the hell is this guy? Is this Djokovic? Who is this guy?
This guy is your dad kicks.
Doubt it. Looks like he's compensating for something.
Skip forward. I want to see the one Orangey spent $107,000 on.
Give me one
Oh,
second.
Factor Meal. Factor's great,
Yeah,
man. Highly recommended.
Red
You're
meat.
doing an ad for another company via a shared YouTube video.
There we
This
go.
is Orangey. What did Orangey get?
Yo, boys in the audience, I'm sending this this pod link in the comments because people are asking for it. Dead ass, watch it. Check that shit out. So I just
Yo,
put
guys,
it up.
I'll send the video of this in the chat too.
It's a good one. It's a
I'll
good
send
one.
it in the
I watched the
private
whole
chat as
thing.
well.
It's a good one.
This is one of the best examples of marketing of all time. Diamonds are for women, watches are for men. Like any logical person would have been like, watches are just gonna completely fade into irrelevance. And I want to know who someone convinced crypto people that watches were cool. Whoever pulled that off is
They
a
got me,
marketing
Kicks.
genius.
They got me. They got me.
Marketing genius.
So I think I'm.
I have more faith
Oh my
in
God.
in rare Pokemon cards.
Ooh, Kicks. I got a
have
whole
way
shelf
more
of
faith in
rare
rare
Pokemon
Pokemon
cards.
cards.
Look, I even got a rare
and
Ray
watches.
right on my desk.
See, I'm bullish on that.
PSA 10.
A
I got a
rare
whole bunch of stuff.
Diglett. How is
Yeah,
that
it's an
valuable?
original 1999 PSA 10 Diglett.
Not first edition.
Not first edition. I got my first edition Bulbasaur though. That's in the mail right now. Spent $2,700 on it.
See, that's an
on the way.
investment. That's an
only one-
investment. A fucking watch, dude.
Yo, shout out to whoever.
Like,
bought
why don't you buy a fucking horse and a mule to with a what's that thing that they drag behind them to make to farm?
Yo, shout out to my boy in Belgium that just rolled out of bed today and decided to buy a Bodago skateboard. Shout out to that guy. That's what I'm talking about.
Hey.
Secondly,
Hell yeah.
easy, real quick. How much? So if I was buying Pokemon cards, I would buy straight 1999 first edition Charizards. I would buy.
You're not gonna
straight-
be able to buy one.
How much are those?
A PSA 10 right now goes for like $500,000.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's like that.
So if you lever your other Pokemon cards,
Yeah, the PSA 10
buy
Charizard is the PSA 10 first edition Charizard is the most expensive card.
four,
Like,
you're
by
only
far.
getting-
Yeah,
Fran is-
Translations gets it.
Yeah, so there's a
gets it.
huge drop right now for these Pokemon EV cards that are dropping. They're like all so my crypto Twitter is now also like overlapped with Pokemon Twitter. Sorry, so Pio, it's
that
$250,000
Ray?
for a PSA
Is
10.
Diglett?
Yeah, that's right. It's a $250,000 for a PSA 10 Charizard right now. 253K.
Why don't you get one of those? Why don't you liquidate the whole bag of Pokemon cards for?
That's a lot of concentrated
Because
risk.
for me, that's like the card. That's like the number one card. I enjoy collecting Bulbasaur for whatever reason. It's my favorite starter. So I have it. Like I literally have a shelf right there, like to the right of me, that has a variety of different cards ranging from like $80 to $3,000.
And this guy gets laid regularly, audience, for those that don't know.
I'm just a diehard Bulbasaur maxi. But the thing is, it's like, dude,
20
when you look
years
at the
ago,
collectible
cannot
market-
get laid saying that out loud as an adult.
No, now
you
it's
can.
now you're just swimming it. When you just collect
Yeah.
Pokemon cards, you just swim in it. It's just an ocean. It's crazy. Makes no sense. Makes no sense.
Might as well be a water type. You know what I'm saying?
Should have just been Ape and Squirtle if you didn't
Yeah,
pick up my drift.
Absolutely revolting. So check it out. So real quick. So I think I'm never gonna buy a Rolex watch before I own multiple properties. Because if you're easy, you spend 20 G's on yours.
22, yeah.
22. Nick spent 20 G's. One thing, you know how when we saw Farouk in Vegas, and he just immediately started telling us about the watch.
Yeah.
He was like, I bought it. He told the whole lore of the store in Japan. For something like that, when you buy a vintage Rolex in Japan, is it also 20 G's? Is it more than 20 G's?
That watch is significantly more, probably 2.5x. He probably spent 40 to 50 grand on that watch. Wow. The thing is, too, like my watch, I put a little bit of time and research into why I bought that one specifically. Because, like, for me, that watch should theoretically hold value because it's discontinued from 2020, the last year that they made them, that specific model and color. So I was like, okay, if this one can hold value, the green face, green bezel is historically not hyper common. There's like factors that go into it. And I still looked at it as like, okay, this feels like a decent option to pick up for something in the market right now. When you look, Pokemon cards are trending up, sneakers are trending up. The one area of collectibles that hasn't started like pushing up in pricing is watches. So like that for me is why I was like, okay, it feels like a decent time if a lot of stuff is, yeah, it's the Hulk. It feels like a decent time right now if a lot of other things are trending up for me to pick up the thing that's lagging. So like I did kind of look at it as like, why not buy something right now that theoretically is underpriced compared to the wider market?
I like that easy because you could apply that same thesis to ETH. ETH's lagging versus
and
all
I
the
hold
other.
more ETH right now than I've ever held in my entire life.
I love how Easy did like complete analysis on like he does with every other crypto asset, and Nick just showed up to a mall in Sarasota and dropped.
No, dude, I just like look. Let's just air it out. I can't believe that was the approach for the Rolly, Nick, because I know you, dude, and you're a smart guy, and I'm surprised that you went and just said, I'm going to go buy it in a mall in Sarasota. And you had to go to the bathroom in the middle of the negotiation, which really
that was the funniest
the
shit in
guy
the
off.
world.
The guy was confused.
You think that helped the negotiation?
But Nick didn't leverage it. It could have.
Yeah.
Dude, balls.
Because you're supposed to walk away. You're supposed to, number one negotiation tactic, you don't really want the thing too much.
Kicks balls deep in this negotiation. He's got the watch like on his wrist. He's saying it's between this one and this one. The guy knows he's got a fish on the hook. Nick just out of the blue just goes, I got to go to the bathroom.
That's IBS. I've been there. You get a little nerves going, starts triggering in your colon. You got to go. I get that, Nick. But you strike me as a good negotiator. You strike me as a guy that would,
oh, he is.
part of the deal kind of guy,
My watch was priced fairly.
Okay.
You don't think you could have gotten another 2K off it?
Okay.
I like the watch. Okay.
Okay.
Nick, you were early to the watch game.
Nobody there wanted me to buy this watch. I want to remind everybody of that. Pio,
I wanted you to buy the other one.
Easy. All suggested that the other watch was better, yet I faded them so hard because I knew. And now literally throngs of women approach me on a daily basis to say, my God.
That's the guy right there, by the way. That's the guy that Nick just told that he had to go to the bathroom.
You guys hang around on the street with a 20K ass on your wrist. Yeah, we like live in like high trust societies.
Dude, Tanuj Thakur trying to just let us know this is what millionaires do, get used to it. And I think he's right.
That's not true. I could be worth $1 billion. I'll never buy a watch. I think it's just who you are. It's preferential. What do you like? I'll buy
never
the
thought I'd
fuck
buy
out
a
of
watch,
Bulbasaur
bro.
card.
So that was kind of where it started was, dude, I just started aping Pokemon cards and was like, fuck it. And then all of a sudden I was like, all right, I think I've spent a little bit too much on these things.
What did that watch guy think about like requesting that video? Is that like normal for him, or is he like, what the fuck?
Oh, yeah, he loved it because he had shown us a big time Bitcoiner had come in the week before and bought a watch.
So
Yeah.
can I say one more thing on this? This isn't even the funny. We've never talked about this, but earlier, right before going into that store, Nick randomly, we were shooting a vlog. Nick goes up to this one random like, jewelry
Okay, we're not. Okay, fine. So here's what the deal was. So basically, we were shooting a vlog and we were trying. Clemente can't contain himself. Holy shit!
I forgot how ridiculous this pre-watch purchase situation was. Nick had beef.
Yeah.
So
Nick takes
basically,
things
I was walking into stores looking for places that had rollies. The last one I said we can't publish that.
Yeah.
Is that the story that you want to tell, Clemente?
I think that's what he's talking about. Yes.
That was just me. That was rude of
mean.
me.
It was mean. You took things personally to a degree that I think was maybe a little across the line.
Yeah, I crossed the line and I didn't publish it.
Yep.
No, you went. It's because you went up to initially and you were
back.
like, "Can I? What can I spend $20,000 on?"
He walked in
It
and
was
was
like nothing. And he goes, "All right, I'm out of here." And then comes back 30 minutes later, shows the girl the watch. She goes, "I spent 20 G's."
Shut up.
She just goes, cool.
that was not the brightest moment.
So we went into a watch place to ask if they had a Rolex. They had like two. Like they literally had two Rolexes in the watch store. And it was like, yeah, you can select between A and B. And so then we left that place. Then we went to another spot. By the way, UFD, since it was mentioned in our Discord, has pumped 10%. Someone tagged me in it. Are you guys
The
in
NFTs
this?
are undervalued. No, I'm not, but the NFTs are undervalued.
60% on the day.
Oh my God.
So
Min Dynasty share the chart. Well, one of those typical like I'm gonna share a chart and not say what the ticker is. And he's like, if you guys saw this chart, would you long it? And I was like, 10 out of 10 times I would long this chart. And that's when it was at 220 million.
it's a pretty compelling asset, I'd say, in the meme coin space. Real quick, before we wrap, since we're going to wrap in a moment, Manny requested to pull up the CLSK chart as a Bitcoin miner. Ray, would you mind pulling that up and taking a look at the chart, and we'll see what
It's already on the screen. It's on the screen, Pia.
What do you guys think of this chart?
It looks like it's going up.
What is this?
You're
It's
showing
the
the
Bitcoin
5-day, Ray.
Clean
That's
Spark.
the analysis we're going to do, the 5-day.
Ray, pull up the 6 month and let it marinate.
Yeah, we're gonna do the daily.
Let's
Daily
get the
sales
year and we
call.
can just froth in it.
Get rid of this.
Well,
Lots of
generally
gaps.
the miners don't do well.
Well, it's a complicated asset class. It's complicated.
It's 50% off the. Wow, this is an awful chart.
Okay. Yeah. I don't have this asset, by the way. I actually have near zero exposure to Bitcoin.
This is garbage. Who said pull up the class chart? The
Yeah.
CLSK.
I wouldn't mess around with
Pull up.
Bitcoin miners. If you want a better play that's energy adjacent, I'd be buying
Manny's wearing a
nuclear
suit.
stocks. Nuclear stocks.
Manny looks like a guy who's selling you the stock, literally like on the.
He was on the
street.
show this morning.
I said
My
Manny's
show.
in the show with Easiest Money. Did you guys
We
talk
know
CLS?
Man- We're
Yeah.
friends.
We know
with
Manny
Manny.
well.
We know man.
Oh, you knew on the
Nick's
show.
just like, this guy
You-
sells
you my
fucking life
friend?
insurance.
Look at the photo.
Yeah, we like Manny. He looks
I know
great.
we like Manny, but I'm just letting
you
you know
like-
his photo is hilarious.
It's a good photo.
If by hilarious you mean sharp, I agree.
Yeah, quantum stocks are hot too. Quantum stocks. Quantum.
What the fuck does that even mean?
It's provocative.
All right. Well, look, you know
They
what we
are
should do?
hot, actually.
Do you
They
know what
are.
we should do, guys? We
What
should
should we do?
wrap this show, and this is the free show, right? Then we should go on Twitch and be like, yo, we're doing a stream. It's a stream on Twitch, and you got to pay $6 to subscribe to the stream. And then, it'll be like $20,000.
I don't think you understand the way that it works. As secondarily,
I don't think he does either.
sorry, are you? What was that? You're throwing shade at the LA Vape Cabal?
What? I was just talking about going on Twitch and making money.
All right, that's gonna do it for today's
Letting
show.
You said in that.
You can catch
Let me-
us.
Let's let this man.
Let this marinate as we close
The
out.
front one is so gross.
You can catch our show Monday through
Hey, if
Friday.
you have 4 kids, one's going to be a dud. It's just numbers, man.
9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can catch us back on major podcasting platforms, Spotify, Apple. Watch us back on YouTube. See what we're showing. See the beautiful picture of Nick that we just pulled up. See the 3 Ray Diglett picture and all of our charts. Thank you all for listening. Have a great Friday. Have a great weekend. We'll catch you again on Monday. Enjoy the day.